Good evening, hello and welcome. You're with CNN News 18. I'm Anusha Soni. Our top focus this hour, what else it could be? Droupadi Murmu is all set to be the next president and she's on the verge of creating history as she leads the presidential race with a huge margin. NDA candidate has got over 3,70,000 votes, whereas opposition candidate Yashwant Sinha has got about 1.45 lakh votes. Murmu will have many firsts to her name. The first tribal president, the first to be born after independence, and the first president from the state of Odisha. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi will shortly meet Droupadi Murmu. Following this, other union ministers and chief ministers will also meet the lady.
सिंपल बैकग्राउंड से बहुत ऊपर उठ सके, महिला है, ट्राइबल है, बहुत पर्सनल ट्रेजेडीज भी हैं. आप कैसे देखते हैं उससे?
नहीं, वो तो पहले से ही बहुत सिंपल है. हाँ. और सिंपल का चलते और उसका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बहुत ये ज़्यादा भी है. उसी चलते वो अभी इतना दूर तो जा रहा, मतलब अभी तो राष्ट्रपति बनने वाला है. और जब पहले भी था उसी टाइम कोई भी आए तो यहाँ मिलते जुलते था आदमी का साथ. सब आदमी का मतलब दुख सुख सब कुछ समझते थे. कोई भी आए, कहीं से भी आए, उसका बात को समझते थे. लेकिन सब आदमी द्रौपदी करके ही बुलाते हैं.
Well, let's tell you more about this historic presidential election and more importantly, how is it that the President of India is elected? Let's take you through the rules of the election once again. As per Article 54 of the Constitution, the President is elected by the members of an electoral college. Now, this electoral college comprises of important elected legislators. Electoral college consists of elected members of both the houses of parliament. It also consists of elected members of the legislative assemblies of the various states. There are nominated members. They are not eligible to be included in this electoral college. So that's the key process that is followed under Article 54 of the Indian Constitution. And of course, a very important election, keeping in mind that the president holds a very important democratic and constitutional position in under India's law and order situation. Let's now cut across to my colleagues who are tracking the story from the ground. Akash is with us from Delhi. He's tracking all the happenings at the residence of Droupadi Murmu. Akash, tell us about what the atmosphere is really like. What are you picking up?
So, Anusha, since morning we are seeing the preparations at this particular place because we are also learning that as BJP and all other Karyakartas of the BJP are very sure that Droupadi Murmu is going to win. So, there is a program that Prime Minister Modi will be visiting this particular place and he would be the first person who will be congratulating the 15th President of India. And that's the reason why since morning we are seeing the kind of preparations. And also, if I can ask my VJ Ganesh to show you these chairs, you are seeing the media personals and security personals as of now, but we are learning that senior BJP leaders would be coming and sitting at these particular chairs and also the stage. There you can see only one seat is there, and that one seat is for the next president, or we can say the expected president, 15th President of India. Let me tell you about this particular candidate. So, because, since morning we are talking about this particular election, this candidate is very much important, not just because she's coming from a tribal community, but also because she has seen a lot in her life. We were told that, from year 2019 to 2014, she lost very close members of her family, including her husband, her son, and also her mother. So, total 6 members she lost, and after that she went into some kind of sort of depression, and that's the reason why, she took the help of meditation. So she has seen a lot. Administrative-wise, she has got all the experience, and that's the reason why this candidature was very much important. We have seen in the past that how political parties, not only the allies of BJP, but also those who are the opposition parties, supported the candidature, and that's the reason why, everyone is pretty sure that Droupadi Murmu is going to make it possible. She'll be the 15th President of India. And talking about this particular condition, at this point in time, we are, waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We are learning that after the announcement of result, he'll be coming here. He would be congratulating Droupadi Murmu and all other things. All other senior BJP leaders would be coming as well. At this point in time, Election Commission is going to announce the results, and we are waiting for that as well, Anusha.
That's right, Akash. Let me also cut across to my colleague Siddhant, who will also tell us what kind of preparations are being made for the celebrations that are likely to follow. Siddhant, what are you picking up?
Well, there you see the celebrations have begun, and in fact, I'm reporting from this auditorium, which is next to Droupadi Murmu's residence, and you can see the women here have come from Orissa, and they are doing folk dance of Orissa. To celebrate the expected victory of Droupadi Murmu. So people have come from various states here at this auditorium, and they have been told that once victory will be declared, then they will get a chance to welcome Droupadi Murmu, the next president of the country. And this is perhaps the reason that it's a big day, it's a proud moment, not just for people of Orissa, but people those who come from the Adivasi community, and for that matter, for entire country. And this is the reason that I can sense great energy and enthusiasm among people, those who are able to speak to some of them. Sir, कहाँ से आए हैं?
हम लोग कठपुतली कॉलोनी दिल्ली से आए हैं।
दिल्ली से आए हैं, तो कितना उत्साह है, क्योंकि द्रौपदी मुर्मू जीतने जा रही हैं, चुनाव तय है लगभग, और वो देश की अगली राष्ट्रपति बनने जा रही है। आदिवासी समाज से वो आई हैं, एक उनका जो एक सफर रहा है, एक तकलीफ भरा, उसके बाद उन्होंने मुकाम हासिल किया। कैसे देखते हैं?
आई थिंक ये हम सब लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा प्रोत्साहन है, क्योंकि जिस तरह से द्रौपदी मैम इस वर्ग से आई हैं, ये हम सब लोगों के लिए प्रेरणा है। और चूंकि वो एक महिला हैं और आदिवासी समाज और इस तरह के समाज से बहुत कम लोगों की प्रतिभागिता होती है, पर हम लोग बहुत ग्रेटफुल हैं कि उनको राष्ट्रपति के पद पे चुना गया है, और काफी उम्मीदें भी हैं उनसे, जिससे महिलाएं और उन तमाम लोगों के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा प्रेरणा स्रोत है।
ये क्या है?
ये राजस्थान की डांसर हीरा गुजरी।
राजस्थान की
कठपुतली हीरा गुजरी।
अच्छा, तो इसको लेकर उनका स्वागत करेंगे?
जी हाँ, ये
तो
डांस
शुभ माना
करेगी,
जाता है।
अपना डांस करेगी, उनको दिखाएगी, वेलकम करेगी।
उनको दिखाएंगे।
आई थिंक ये महिला सशक्तिकरण का
महिला सशक्तिकरण का प्रतीक है।
महिला सब कुछ, इस देश में महिला सब कुछ कर सकती है।
देश में महिला सब कुछ, और महिला मेरे साथ यहाँ पे, महिला से ही सवाल लूंगा, कैसा महसूस करती है जब एक महिला देश के सर्वोच्च पद पर बैठने जा रही हैं, बस कुछ ही क्षण में जो उनकी जीत है वो डिक्लेयर कर दी जाएगी, कैसा महसूस करती है एक महिला होने के नाते?
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया महसूस करते हैं कि महिला बाहर निकल के काम करे, बहुत अच्छा लगे, उनकी घर गृहस्थी संभले, बहुत बढ़िया, देश विदेश लेके सब जगह जाना अच्छा लगता है।
तो ये क्या आज आप लोग का क्या यहाँ का कार्यक्रम क्या, थोड़ा वो समझाइए सीएनएन के दर्शकों को कि क्या कुछ नृत्य या कुछ आर्टिस्ट लोग कुछ अपना नृत्य करेंगे, उनका स्वागत करेंगे, तो कितने बजे तक मैडम यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्टेड है, क्या कुछ आपको बताएंगे?
7 से लेकर 5 बजे का टाइम था हमारा, लेकिन थोड़ा चेंज हो गया है। और जो मिनिस्टर यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, उनका हम लोग सब आर्टिस्ट लोग मिलके वेलकम के लिए।
अच्छा, तो कितने बजे तक आपको बोला गया आएंगे?
5 बजे से था, लेकिन
आपको पता है प्रधानमंत्री जी भी आने वाले हैं?
हाँ जी,
हमें बहुत खुशी है
उन्हीं के वेलकम के लिए।
एक अलग ही एक एनर्जी है यहाँ पे इस हॉल में, जो आप लोग सब इंतजार कर रहे हैं बैठ के।
राजस्थानी हमारा ये कल्चर।
आप लोग राजस्थान से हैं?
इस बात की बहुत खुशी है कि ये जो आदिवासी समाज से हमारी देश की राष्ट्रपति बन रही है, उस चीज को हमें मतलब अंदर से
बहुत मजबूती मिलती है, समाज को भी बहुत मजबूती मिलती है। इस ओर चलते हैं, उनको भी थोड़ा दिखा देते हैं। सो हियर women are dancing on Orissa folk music. We'll speak to some people here. We'll speak to women also. सर, क्या बताइए, कितना बड़ा दिन है आप लोगों के लिए? उड़ीसा से एक महिला राष्ट्रपति बनने जा रही है देश की, कितना बड़ा दिन है आप लोगों के लिए? भावुक क्षण है।
आज के सबसे बड़ा दिन है। भारत स्वाधीन से आज 75 बाद में स्वाधीनता, आज आदिवासी का बहुत खुशी का दिन है। बहुत
समाज को मजबूती मिलती है इससे, पूरे समाज को मजबूती मिलती है जब समाज का की एक महिला उस पद पे बैठेंगी।
समाज तो पूरा मजबूत होता है। जो समाज में नीचे था है, हम कभी नहीं सोचा था नहीं है, जो आज वो दिन आएगा, वो भारत का राष्ट्रपति होगा। इस दिन में
सोचा नहीं था,
नहीं सोचा था,
लेकिन आज वो दिन साकार हुआ।
बहुत मोदी जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
मोदी जी को बहुत बहुत अच्छा, आप दर्शकों को फटाफट ये समझा दीजिए कि ये जो डांस है इसको क्या कहते हैं, और जो म्यूजिक बज रहा है
संताल का डांस है। ये संताल का खुशी का डांस है। जो दिन संताल लोग खाना पीना जो दिन अच्छा मिलेगा, जो दिन पवन मिलेगा, जो दिन हमको खुश
आदिवासी
समाज का जो बहुत खुशी का दिन,
समाज ये
समाज का एक खुशी का दिन है। और समाज सोच दिन रात में जहाँ भी जाएगा, आदिवासी समाज में
ये कुछ गा रहे हैं यहाँ पे। हाँ जी,
गाना जो है हमारा जो
गाइए ना।
तारा हारी तारा गोना ना तारना, तारा हारे तारा गोना ना तारना, तारा हारे तारा गोना ना तारना।
मैं उम्मीद कर रहा हूँ कि सीएनएन के दर्शक ये म्यूजिक सुन रहे हैं।
ये झुमेर है,
झुमेर है ये।
झुमेर है।
हाँ, उड़ीसा का।
उड़ीसा का झुमेर है। जो झुमेर मतलब ऐसा है। उड़ीसा, ऑल बेंगल बिहार उड़ीसा, झारखंड दिसम सलाम हरको, झारखंड दिसम कन सलाम हरको।
थैंक यू।
दिल्ली दिसम रले सटरा का, दिल्ली दिसम रले सटरा का।
अब इसका मतलब समझा दिए दर्शकों ने, म्यूजिक तो सुन ले, संगीत तो सुन ले।
दिल्ली को हम आया हूँ।
हाँ?
हमारा
CNN के दर्शकों का भी मनोरंजन होगा। आप ही बता दीजिए इस गाने का मतलब।
इस गाना का हम लोग बंगाल, बिहार, असम, उड़ीसा से हम लोग आए। सारा संथाल लोग, हाँ, आदिवासी संथाल लोग, संथाल लोग, और हम लोग मादल बाजना लगड़ा सब मिल लाके आए हैं, बजा रहे हैं।
बट बहुत खूबसूरत संगीत था, बहुत
आज खुशी मना रहे। आज हमारा दीदी जो है हमारा प्रेसिडेंट राष्ट्रपति,
बहुत बड़ा दिन है,
बन रहे, बहुत बड़ा दिन हम लोग खुशी का। इसीलिए हम लोग जहाँ यहाँ जो दिल्ली में भी जो
दीदी से मिलेंगे,
मिलने के लिए एक बार सुनिए। हम लोग जो पहाड़ पर्वत में रहते हैं ना, जंगल झाड़ में रहते हैं, ये जंगल झाड़ में जो पशु पक्षी रहते हैं ना, उसी हिसाब से नलिया जो बहता है उसी हिसाब से, जंगल जो झरना में पवन बोलता है, इसी तरह म्यूजिक इसी तरह
से उनकी आवाज झरना की, और बहुत बहुत अच्छा संगीत है। मुझे पूरा भरोसा कि CNN के दर्शकों ने एंजॉय किया होगा। मैं महिलाओं से कुछ सवाल लूंगा क्योंकि महिला राष्ट्रपति बन रही है। दीदी, आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है? आप लोग उड़ीसा से आते हैं और एक महिला राष्ट्रपति बन रहे हैं।
बहुत खुश हो रहे हैं।
बहुत खुश हैं। आप बताएं, आप कैसे? और सांथल कम्युनिटी को कैसा लग रहा है? आदिवासी कम्युनिटी को कैसा? बहुत खुश है। बहुत बड़ा दिन है आप लोगों का। कभी कभी किसी ने सोचा था कि राष्ट्रपति देश के सबसे सर्वोच्च पद पे समाज से एक महिला बैठे?
इसी के मारे ये डांस कर रहे हैं। डांस का नाम मतलब हम लोग का आराम था।
हाँ।
तो इसीलिए
उनसे मिलने का एक्साइटमेंट है, द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी से मिलने का एक्साइटमेंट? एक्साइटेड है। देख रहे हैं आप, you see the women are very excited because it's a double bonanza for them. One, she is from their community and she is a woman. So they are super excited, more than men. And in fact, men are also playing music, and they were telling me, you know, from where this music got originated, because Adivasis usually live in forest areas. So the music has been composed keeping that in mind, and it's a beautiful music. We played that for our viewers. Now again, the dance has started.
Right.
This dance usually happens when there is a moment of celebration. Celebration in Orissa, especially in the Adivasi community. Beautiful day, beautiful music, and trust me, I am here, and I hope that I am able to convey that enthusiasm and energy
Yes,
for
you
our
are,
darshak
Siddhant.
also.
You are,
Really happy.
and it was lovely to see all those voices. Thank you for getting us all those voices from the ground. I also want to take our viewers through these visuals coming in from Delhi, where the celebrations are underway, from different parts of the country. In Guwahati as well, you can see women coming out and celebrating. For most women, it's a day of honor, especially Santhal tribe, which is found in most of the eastern part of the country, Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand. So those are the areas where you find this tribe. These tribes are indeed the repository of our thousands of years old culture and traditions. Now, going from there to the numbers, let's tell you more about the number. They are stacked in favor of Droupadi Murmu. What does this election with the Electoral College really looks like? The halfway mark is about 5,49,452. Look at the value of the Electoral College votes. Total is about 10,98,903. That's the total number of votes we're looking at. Evenly divided between the Lok Sabha and the legislative members from different states as well. 5,49,408 and 5,49,495. That's the halfway mark. That is how the numbers really stack up so far with the results that have really come to the light. It looks clearly that she is all set to make history. Droupadi Murmu is all set to be the next president of our country. Let's now cut across to our political editor, Maria Shakil, who is with us on the broadcast to give us more details on this story. Maria, your perspective, a big day for the country. The tribes find their political representation. Despite being the repository of culture and representative of our heritage, these tribes have not found the political capital or representation that they deserve in Indian politics.
Yes, certainly. This is mainstreaming, an example of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas that the BJP keeps talking about. This is that on display. This is symbolism which is high. The fact that the first citizen of India will be a tribal, a member of a tribal community is something that, India is seeing in its 75th year of celebration. And what better messaging that she is also she's also a woman. So, it's very, very high on messaging, and the Modi government is saying clearly that yes, this will yield political dividends for them as well.
Yeah.
But, Anusha, the fact that she comes from a very, very humble background, that her life has been full of milestones which are very professional and personal in nature, that she was the first, she is the first girl from the Santhal community in Mayurbhanj district of Odisha to leave the district and travel to Bhubaneswar for her studies. Imagine the journey and the biases she would have faced at that young age. And she's also the first president to be born in independent India. So there are several firsts. While we are looking at the obvious firsts, perhaps in the next few days, we'll know about many more of those firsts.
Yeah.
But yes, this is not about the numbers game. Let's be sure that in the next few hours, when the numbers come out, Droupadi Murmu would have been the president, winning over 70% of the votes, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's what the NDA is claiming, because there has been a lot of cross-voting, because the whip doesn't apply in presidential polls. But this is about sending a message that the rice in our hill now has a new occupant, and that new occupant is a tribal.
And as Maria rightly says, it's a story of many first and many more that we will get to know in the next few days as she takes the office, the coveted office of the President of India. Let me cut across to my colleague Anshul, who is live with us from the BJP headquarters. Even here, celebrations are underway. Anshul, what are you picking up?
So yes, even as just like Maria pointed out, that this is going to be history in the making that is happening today. We are going to see the first tribal president of India that is going to be happening today. It is just a matter of time before Droupadi Murmu's name is being announced. But here I am outside the Delhi BJP office, and celebrations have already started over here. I'll just move out of the frame and show you in the visuals over here. Celebrations have started. The dhols, the nagaras, the bands are all of them are here. The DJs, everything is here. They are playing. They are making sure that their voices are heard. That finally, India is going to get the first tribal president of the country. And in the next few minutes, we are going to see JP Nadda, the national BJP president, also coming here at this spot. And he will be addressing the workers who are present here, just to listen to them. And from here, a march will be taken out with the Delhi BJP president Adesh Gupta. From here to the India Gate, a march will be taken out from here in the next few minutes. So yes, a very historic day when it comes to when you see at the larger scheme of things. Now it is just a matter of time before Droupadi Murmu's name is officially announced as the next president of India, Anusha.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anshul, for getting us a sense from the ground. Maria rightly pointed out that this is not about the numbers. All the indications are that she is going to win this election with about 70% of the votes. But as of now, what the numbers are, how they are stacked up, these are some shots coming in from Odisha of the celebrations which are underway. Droupadi Murmu had about 3,78,000 votes in her favour versus Yashwant Sinha, the candidate of the opposition, with about 1,45,600 votes. Whip doesn't apply. It looks like she's going to have a very, very clean victory. The numbers are not at all a problem. It's only a matter of how much the margin really is. We're also getting a reaction coming in from Himant Biswala.
It is a tribal woman who happens to be the president of India. So what do you have to say?
This is a momentous occasion for the country. First time ever a woman, a Adivasi, is going to occupy the August office of President of India. She is not a woman only, she is not a Adivasi only. She served with lot of distinction in Odisha. She has served with lot of distinction as governor of Jharkhand. So this is a unique occasion, momentous occasion in our history. So we, on behalf of the people of Assam, we are offering our congratulations, we are offering goodwill to Droupadi Murmu. We are also thanking Prime Minister Narendra Modi for such a big gift to the people of India on its 75th year of independence.
So there were also a lot of oppositions were seen there. They were saying that we are focusing more on the word tribal. So what would you like to say on that?
She is a tribal, that is a fact. She is a woman, that is a fact. But this is also a fact that she is one of the most successful governor of Jharkhand. She was the best parliamentarian in Orissa Assembly, and she served her past responsibility with lot of dignity, with lot of distinction. So, as an individual, as a community, as a people of India, this is a big achievement.
Of course, and that was Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma. You were directly here from him on CNN News 18, where we have, where he has been saying that more than a driving on a woman, that her efficiency in the office cannot be ignored. And this is the celebration that I'm trying to show you in Khanapara.
Well, that was Himanta Biswa Sharma, the Assam Chief Minister, talking about the next president, the next to be president of India, Droupadi Murmu. That story and much more, this will remain our top focus, slipping into a very short break.